Tracy Guns has been a friend of mine for a very long time, and I got a call from him. Actually, initially, I heard Cadu sing on a video clip that he sent me as a idea for him to sing with Velvet Revolver. So I already knew about Kiara Rocks. And then after that, Tracy called and said the band is interested in you playing on the album. So I said, oh, could I do it in L.A.? You know, because I have my own studio and I do a lot of recording. And they're like, no, they want you to come down to Sao Paulo. So we worked it out that I could come down. And I stayed not very long, a little less than a week. And did a few tracks. And had a blast. Started working with the guys, and just reminded me of when I was, you know, young, rock and roll, crazy heathen. And and I said, man, this is fun. So I offered my services as a producer, because I produce as well, and I do a lot of projects. So we worked it out that I could come back. So I've been here now a little over a week, and I'm going to stay another 10 days. And we're going to get the album finished up. You know, I really thought this band had a lot of potential. And I'm sort of that kind of guy. I'm like, if I feel something in my soul, I usually like to go with it, you know? And I've always treated my life that way. I've always sort of traveled different paths because I feel a certain way. So I had a good feeling about all of it. And I thought that I could be of some assistance just from my knowledge of being in so many bands and touring the world, and you know, everything just advice and a mentor, and you know, and I like it, you know, if they seem to respect that, and everybody's got, but you know, I'm not like it coming in like, hey, okay, you gotta do it like this, you know. No. We all work together, and Cadu's, you know, and it's kind of a happy medium, and everyone is, so far we've just been having a blast. You know,
except for the time that you let me 3 hours in a booth to record one song. Yeah. Matt Sorum style.
I'm a hard worker. I really am. I'm well, you know, I mean, greatness has to be, you know, gone after. You have to climb the mountain, and the mountain is very steep.
But in the end, it works very well. It works totally different that we expect, because we are like sounding like other band that not from Brazil, but the lyrics is in Portuguese. That's exactly what we're looking for, and he kept that.
Why keep the lyrics in Portuguese? I mean, I think that's the first step for Kiara Rocks, is to conquer Brazil, right? And there's a lot of people here that need to hear some rock and roll done by a Portuguese singer. And it hasn't really been done, from what they tell me. So I think we could do it right. And all the references in bands that these guys like, I like, and we're really sort of taking our influences from all the bands that Cadu and Ivan and all the guys in the band, Junior and everyone likes, and you know, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, The Cult, blah blah blah. And the rest is like, let's just do our version of that. Let's do our Kiara Rocks. All the influences all mesh together to create Kiara Rocks, right? Same thing Guns N' Roses did. You know, Guns N' Roses liked Aerosmith. Slash liked Aerosmith. I came from Black Sabbath. Duff liked punk rock. Duff liked Clash and Sex Pistols. And Axl liked a band called Nazareth. We all liked different bands, but we all collectively had a sound, right? So that's how it works.
All of our influences is about American bands. We grew up listening to this American and English too, right? But kind of Rolling Stones, that kind of stuff. But this guy really listened to our songs, and he get the idea and get let us in other whole level, higher level. He understand the music and the whole thing, you know. He not like oh, he just look at the drums and said no, there's no. He look at the whole song, the whole about lyrics and whole piece and all. That's we working together works very well, right? I think so. Is that for me? I guess.
Well, no, I think people know me mostly for a drummer, but I play a little bit of guitar. I'm a singer. I do a lot of things behind the scenes in all the bands I've ever been in. People don't really know me for that, but I'm like, I like to make sure the whole picture is right. It's it.
It's a celebration, people. Enjoy yourselves while you can. We're only here so long, so let's fucking party and have a good time.
Rock and roll is a celebration. Rock and roll needs to be treated with, freedom to express yourself and make people feel that. It's it started out as a rebellious cause. Rock and roll was always rebellion. Rock and roll, but it represented freedom. And, people are able to choose their own destiny and be themselves. And, that's the object here. And, I mean, people already have that in Brazil, right? People are passionate. People celebrate more than any place in the world. So for Kiara Rocks to bring a different sort of more powerful version of that.
I'm totally tired about good guys in rock and roll. We don't like it all. Enough for the good guys in rock and roll. Doesn't match.
Yeah.
What are the bad things?
Now, lately, kind of mess around with some fights in there, but I'm not proud of it. But that's okay. They're not just one to.
Were you in the news? Did you break some shit?
Ivan was there, some people in there, but that's okay. I think it's part of the thing, You get to the place,
Smash some TVs.
Look at you, and the guys get pissed off, and you hang around with everybody, and the guys say, hey, this guy, but come on, I didn't do anything. I'm just playing in the band. Relax, man.
You ever notice when you go into a hotel now that the TV is locked because of guys like him? Yeah.
I'm trying to take it back. Take this kind of stuff back,
I'm on the highway to hell.
Actually, I haven't recorded yet my drums on this album, but I've been having a very good time to now because I'm learning a lot of things every day with him.
You started to play different.
Yeah, only because I'm watching what he's doing, the way he puts the microphone in the room. After he left us, this is gonna happen someday. It's a shame. It's not for, but he's gonna let us a legacy, for us from Kiara Rocks. We have no option. We have to make it happen. We have to make it happen on stage. The stage is the place, is the better place in the world. Sometimes people ask me, "Oh, how are you dealing with this? Matt Sorum is a drummer." I know Matt Sorum is God. But
don't think about that. You will crash. don't think about this, guys. I'm on automatic. When I get the album,
Yeah.
I start to think about it.
October album's gonna come out. Some singles, maybe a single before that, and a video, and we made a video too.
On the video ready?
It's very close, yeah. And
He did it.
I got an idea for another video.
Yeah.
I got a crazy one that you're gonna like. Hey, one take, straight. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You ever see a video called what was it called? Living in the Garden of Eden by a little band called Guns N' Roses? You ever seen it? That video was shot with one fisheye lens, one single shot, never moved. Yeah, watch it. Check it out. It's a cool video. Yeah, check it out. But we're gonna make something like that, but even crazier.
Yeah, tell me.
Big rock show coming up. Is it time to rock? Is it time to rock, my friends?
Nice fucking surprise tonight. I guess there's
And then,
surprise.
and as Klaus would say from Scorpions, we're gonna rock you like a hurricane. Yeah, rock you like a hurricane.
Fucking rock day night.
Yeah, Scorpions. Thank you. Obrigado. De nada. Woo.